Hello students, today we are going to see some algebraic laws for regular languages. In theory of computation, there is one prerequisite related to discrete mathematical structure because we have to use some laws from discrete mathematics, and these laws are nothing but commutative, then union, intersection, associative, etc. So we will see which laws will be proved for regular languages because all laws are not satisfied in regular languages. Only some laws are applicable while implementing theory of computation. Now see, we will see first theory of computation law, that is union is commutative. As we know, commutative law is nothing but we can change its sequence. Now suppose L is a one regular language and M is another regular language. If we have changed its sequence, then also our answer is same. So union is commutative. We can prove it with the help of one example. Now suppose L is equal to A star, means clean closure of A, and M is equal to B star. Now see here, we have taken here two regular expressions which are having different regular languages, whether A star is having A star is having a regular language, such as first one is a epsilon value, that is null whenever we are keeping this closure value as a 0. Then second value is single A, then third value is double A, fourth value is triple A, and so on. So this is the regular languages for A star. Then for B means B star. B star's regular languages are nothing but first one is a null whenever we are keeping this closure value as a 0. Then single B, double B, 3 times B, 4 times B, and so on. So these are the regular languages for A star and B star. Now we have to check whether our languages are commutative or not. According to this, union is commutative or not. Now see, suppose we have taken union of L and M. Whenever we are making union of these two languages, first value is epsilon because this is the common part for both the expressions. So we can write epsilon as a single one, then A, double A, triple A, and so on. After that B, double B, triple B, and so on. So this is the left hand side for this expression. This is the left hand side of the expression L union M. Now we will check right hand side of union expression. Whenever we are taking M union L, now check its set. Null is common because it is in both the set. Then first element we are going to checking for M. M contains null, B, double B, triple B, and so on. And after that union with L. L contains epsilon, A, number of times A. We have already considered epsilon means null value, so we will start directly from A, double A, triple A, and so on. This is the right hand side. Now check, whenever we are considering set of L union M and M union L, in that case what will happen? both the sets are having same values, means our law is get satisfied. So according to this example, we can prove that our law, that is union, is a commutative. Then union is associative. We have all now seen commutative law. Now we will see related to union is a associative. We have already taken two values, so we will take remaining values. For that we will require one more regular expression. Suppose we will take one more regular expression as capital N is equal to C star. So C star is nothing but all the combinations of C including null value. Now check. We have taken here N is equal to C star. So N is equal to C star is equal to its regular language is null, C, double C, triple C, and so on. So this is the regular language for C star. Now we will take first expression. What is our first expression? L union M with N. Now check. We have already calculated L union M. We will give number it as a 1. So according to this expression, we are having already L union M. So we will take it as a first L union M, and outside it union N is equal to. Now we have to make combination of L union M with C star. According to these two sets, null is a common value, so we will write it as a only one time. Then all values of A star according to L union M, then all values of B according to M, and we are going to take combination with N also. So N contains all the values of C. We have already written here null value, so we will directly start from C, double C, triple C, and so on. So this is the RHS. This is the RHS. Now we will move towards the, sorry, this is the LHS. We will move towards the RHS value. Now see, RHS expression contains L union M union N. Now by using previous expression only, we can find out the set of languages having same values. Suppose we have followed the sequence also, we will get the same state, means our solution is that union is associative. If we have changed brackets for these two values as a this one, then also our answer will be remain same. That's why union operation is associative in regular expressions. Next part is what? Concatenation operation. We have to check concatenation operation. Now suppose we have taken concatenation operation for commutative law. Is it true? Let's check it. Now see, we have already taken here three expression A star, B star, and C star. By using these three expressions, we will try to find out whether concatenation is commutative or not. In concatenation, what we are doing, suppose I have taken L and M, and if I have changed its sequence, we cannot find the same state as an answer. Now see, how is it? I have taken here L and M, its set is null. Then we have taken this null with this null, it generates simply null. Then whenever we are taking this null with this all B's, it generate B, double B, triple B, and so on. We have to follow the sequence. First A will occur, then B will occur. Then we will start with A with null. It generate simply A. Then this A with this B, it generate AB, then ABB, then A triple B, and so on. Next, suppose we have considered these two A's, then it will generate first double A, double AB, double A double B, double A triple B, and this process is going on up to infinity. So this is the LHS of this expression. Now we will check it for sequence strings, means whether concatenation is commutative or not. Now we have changed its sequence. Now check its set. Null is common part. Now first value we have to take from M set, and that M contains B. So B with, first we have taken null with A, A only, null with double A only, and so on. After that we will start with B. B with null, B only, B with A, B with double A, and so on. Now check here what will happen. LM and ML are not one and the same, because here this is the, whenever we are going to consider concatenation, commutative law is unsatisfied due to this sequence for regular expressions, means for regular languages, but commutative is possible for union operation. Now we are going to check concatenation is associative or not. Okay, now check. We have written here concatenation for L and M. Now we will write it for N. First I will complete that statement, and another one is L M N. Now we have to check whether both are having same values or not. Now check. Here we are following sequence, means first LM, and then we are making its combination with null, means concatenation with null. Here also we are going to consider firstly as a M and N. After that we are making concatenation with L, means L is the first one for both the cases. So whatever calculation we are doing for this expression is one and the same by seeing only that statement. It means that we can prove this as a associative law, but concatenation is not a associative. So next one, note, concatenation is not commutative, that is there is L and M such that LM not equal to M and N, as we have seen its example. So it will be easy for you to calculate associative law with the help of concatenation. So take it as a one homework and try to solve this. Now next part. This one is also very important for the GATE purpose or any other technical exams which are belonging to theory of computation for computer science. Now see, we have seen some examples for union concatenation with associative and commutative law. Now we have to check it with null value or empty set. Now see here, this phi is nothing but empty set, and L is, we know already, it is a set of sequence languages, sequence number of characters likewise. Now see here, phi is nothing but the empty set, and whenever we are making any empty set with the set having some values, it generates the values which are present in that set only. Now we will prove it first. We have considered here L is equal to A star, and A star is nothing but this is the language for A star. Now see, whenever we are writing phi, this is nothing but the empty set. Okay, consider it as a phi. Phi is nothing but empty set. Whenever we are considering phi, this is nothing but the empty set. And whenever we are taking its union with L, means union with L, now check its set of that elements are, first one is a null as it is, then A, double A, triple A, and so on. Because whenever we are making any combination with phi set, means empty set, we are getting that set as an answer. This will be same for L union phi set. We will find out the same as our value, and so on. Now check. These two values are same as the set L, means A star. So according to this example, we can find out phi is identity for union. Now see, another one is identity for concatenation. Now they have taken as one empty set with null value, and whenever we are considering null value in empty set, it is considered as a one element in that set. Now see here, whenever we are considering phi, it is totally empty set, but whenever we are considering some value in that set, whenever we are considering any value in that set, is nothing but having one element in that set. Now suppose I have taken here null with L. What will be our answer? Null is our first element, then A, double A, triple A, and so on. And now suppose I have taken L union with empty value, means null value in that set. Again it generates the same values, that is null A, double A, triple A, and so on. Means its value is nothing but the L only. That's why we can say that null value in set is left or left and right identity for concatenation. If we change its sequence, there is no any problem related to regular language. But whenever we are taking here as a one another expression or another language, then it is not satisfied, means concatenation is not a commutative. Next, phi with L. Whenever we are making combination of null set, means empty set, with any other set, it always generate the null set only. Now check how is it possible. I will rub this part. Now see, I have taken here one phi as a null. Phi is nothing but empty set, and whenever we are making phi with L, it generate the empty set only, means nothing but the phi value only, because there is no any element in this set, and we are going to making its combination with this all elements. And suppose there is no any elements, means zero value, and zero with anything, it generate its value as a zero only. That's why we are calling it as phi is a left and right annihilator for concatenation, means it totally cancels that regular language. So we have to keep it in mind that while solving some proofs, because these are the identity laws we have already seen in discrete mathematical structure, but there are different laws are there. All laws are not applicable for theory of computation. Some laws are important for theory of computation. Next one is concatenation is left distributed over union. Up till now we have seen separately the concatenation and union. Whenever we are going to see distributive law, then we can find out that left distributive over union is possible, as well as right distributive over union is possible. Now how to prove it? Okay, we will take one example for solving this example. We will consider the same values. We are going to find out distributive law. L with M union N is equal to Lm union Lm. Now see, first we will do M union N. M union N is equal to, null is the value, we are making union, so first we will take all the parts from M, that is B, double B, triple B, and so on. Then we will consider values from N, that is C, double C, triple C, and so on. Then we will make its combination with this one, that is L. Now check what will happen. We have not changed any sequence. L contains null, so we will write here first as a null. Then L with this set. L is contains A. Before that it contains all these values. So we will write it as null with A, that this null with this all values. Now check what are the values: B, double B, triple B, and so on. Then C, double C, triple C, and so on. Now second value in L is A. Now check. We will make its combination with A with null, A with B, AB, A with double B, A double B, and so on. Again A with C, A with double C, A with triple C, and so on. So this is the set for this is the first expression, means left hand side. Now we will see right hand side as Lm union Ln. Now first check Lm. I will directly write its value, null, again A, AB, ABB, and so on. After that Ln. Again I will directly write its value, now L with N means A with C, A, AC, A double C, A triple C, and so on. And whenever we are making its union, it will again generate the same values which we have covered in expression 1. So according to this example, we can prove that our LHS is equal to RHS, means L of L concatenation with M union N is equal to L concatenation M union L concatenation N. So according to this example, concatenation is left distributed over union, as well as concatenation is right distributive over union. So because we are following here sequence, that's why our proof is correct one. Then next, L union L is L only, means union is idempotent. Now see how it is possible. Suppose we have taken union of same set, then values are nothing but L contains null, then single A, double A, triple A, and so on. Now check whether this set and this set is same or not. Yes, these two sets are same. It means that union is idempotent. Next one, these are the very key points while solving some expressions or some MCQs related to theory of computation. As we have seen in one example, phi is nothing but the empty set, and whenever we are taking its clean closure is nothing but the null values, means here is a single value, that is the null set. Now see how is it possible. Now suppose I have considered it as a phi. Phi is nothing but the empty set, and whenever we are taking its clean closure is nothing but first value is nothing but the null, and after that all are the empty sets. Now see, first value, whenever we are taking closure, first value is by default null, and that null value is nothing but the this one. I have represented here null as a like this, so you can represent null as a epsilon also. So this is the one law from algebraic expression. Another one, that star of this value, star of empty value is again it generates single empty value. This is same like this one. Then another few laws. Positive closure of a L means positive closure of any expression is nothing but the concatenation of that language with clean closure of that language only. Now see how is it possible. Now suppose I have taken here, I will rub this part. Now suppose L is equal to now see here, I have written here L is equal to A. Whenever I will consider it as a L plus means positive closure, we will start our expression from direct that value means A, then double A, triple A, and so on. And whenever we are writing its clean closure, we will start our values from null, because clean closure considers 0 or more occurrences and positive closure contains 1 or more occurrences. So here values are null, A, double A, triple A, and so on. Now first statement means L star is equal to L into L star. L plus is equal to L into L star. Now check. We have already written L star. Now we will consider L into L star. Now we will make its combination. L is A, and we are going to take these combinations with this one. A with null it generate A with A it generate AA, then triple A, 4 times A, and so on. And this set is nothing but the L positive closure. So according to this example we can find out this statement is true. Now we can change its sequence because we are applying for the same set only. That's why here for concatenation we can change the sequence. Another one possibility for L star is nothing but the L plus union empty set. Now see here, L star is equal to L plus union empty value, because here L plus means positive closure of that set does not contain any null value, because we are counting from its value as a 1, and whenever we are making its combination with null value, and that null value belongs to L star, and whenever we are making this combination it again generate the same value, that is the clean closure of that particular language. So these 4 laws are very important. And last law is closure is idempotent. Whenever we are making closure of a closure, it again generate the same language. So try to solve this, because we have already seen all the types of algebraic laws which are important for theory of computation. By using this law, you can prove this statement also. Whenever you will try to find out such a types of a statement with the help of example, it will be very easy to prove that or to remember it. So while solving as a MCQs, as a theory question, it will be helpful for you. So thank you for watching this video. Use this video while solving MCQs which are based on this. Thank you.